Devil May Cry 5, a game with a modding scene infamous for its mimetic nature. However, this image alone cannot express the absurdity of this game's modding community accurately. So as a connoisseur of all things posting, I took it upon myself to take a deep dive into this sea of mods and compile the dumb, the unbalanced, and the undoubtedly cursed mods into another smorgasbord of anime and brain rot for your viewing displeasure. So open wide, because there is plenty to go around.
What comes up must come down. Yeah, my feet don't touch the ground. See the world spinning upside down. A mighty crash without a sound. I can feel your every rage. Step aside, I'll turn the page. Breaking through your crazy maze. Like a laser beam, my eyes on you. Sunny hero. Sunny hero. Find you, can find you.
That's gotta be
Oh my god, my trypophobia seriously can't right now.
Shut up, bitch!
Our story begins mid-battle between Dante and the ultimate evil, before we're thrust into the shoes of Nero. Nero? Fuck it. A man cursed to live his life as an anime girl by the demon at the center of the trypophobia tree.
Well, if it isn't the boy without balls, the dickless demon slayer himself.
What's your problem, man?
I'm just here on a quest for new material. But genderbender is not my genre of choice. Farewell, she-male.
What a freak.
We begin our stroll to the center of the tree, but we're stopped by some demonic creatures which I cannot find words to describe. However, I do know they give me the heebie-jeebies, so they must be comboed up. After some pest control, we make our way to the doorway, leading to the ongoing battle ahead. Upon opening the doors, we witness Dante get clapped by the Toilet King, causing him to join his anime companions in unconsciousness.
Hey, asshat. You gonna change me back or what?
How much money you got?
Well, I probably have some spare change if this dress had any pockets.
LMAO.
Yeah, very funny. Give me back my dick. And my pants too while you're at it.
Well, this is quite the scene to take in.
Don't worry, I got this.
How about we beat our meat feet, pal?
No, it's right there. I can't leave.
Not sure what your plan is with a broken spine.
Stop. I want my god back, damn it!
Is that a Genshin Impact cosplayer?
What a weeb. He's the kind of guy that'd be into tentacle porn.
Gross. That'd never be me. After 1 month of therapy following being embarrassed by the Toilet King, we return to the streets as Nero on a revenge plot with our designated chronic smoker driver.
Dead meme. Not funny. I know you don't have lungs, but can you maybe lay off the cancer sticks for like 10 minutes?
Impossible. It is my religion.
Mid-smoking intervention, we're rudely interrupted by pedestrians committing the crime of wandering in the street. So naturally, we calmly inform them of the existence of sidewalks before returning to our early morning drive through town, accompanied by this very timely disclaimer regarding tobacco use. We then switch perspectives to a shell-shocked soldier with a pretty clean kit that I'm slightly jealous of, and save him from certain death with our 6,000-pound projectile.
Hey man, why the long face?
All my friends are dead. What do you think, dickweed?
Don't be so dramatic. It could be worse.
What?
We begin our culling of the demonic presence in the streets and eventually come across a life form whose sole purpose is to act as a pointy wall. However, our story proved to be very effective in cutting this disturbingly alive roadblock. We hitch a ride from our smoker friend and are treated to a flashback mid-car ride to our previous workplace.
I go ahead, cigarette.
What a surprise.
Nice garage you got here.
Thanks. Nice tattered robe you got there.
You got something on your shirt.
Nice try. I'm not falling for this.
Got him.
Awakening from our dream, our Vic is stopped by some yellow tape in the road, so we unfortunately have to once more use our legs to progress further. On the path ahead, we find several strange objects that I'm ashamed to admit gave me a little spook. I think you can see where this is going. very cool. After being serenaded by these horrifically bad singers, we're stopped briefly by some more hell spawns before moving on. We eventually find ourselves ambushed by a powerful force that's able to cut this 2008 Ford Taurus perfectly in twain. What monster could possibly be capable of such a feat, you ask?
I control Rewind, Fortnite, and Marquez.
We dispatch this pack of Will Smiths who all, for whatever reason, sound like hilly churls, and enter the hotel to book a room for the night. With no reception staff in sight, we head upstairs and catch a glimpse of the Jerker battling demons below us. We decide that the lower floors probably have nicer rooms, so we take this convenient elevator down to check them out. In the coming rooms, we're forced to make use of these grubs, which have unfortunately been painstakingly animated to wriggle as realistically as possible. After disposing of another gaggle of Will Smiths, we head outside where we find ourselves ambushed by a pair of heathens attempting to mug us for primo gems. We obliterate them and answer a call at this phone booth.
Hello?
You need one?
Do I need what?
We make some business purchases at the Tobacco Mobile before returning to our aimless walk through this lovely city. Speaking of pleasant strolls, don't you just hate it when you're completely at peace on your walk and then some delinquents decide to ruin your day by throwing a motor vehicle at you? Yeah, me neither, I don't go outside.
Who dares enter my boss area?
You know, it's pretty rude to throw vans at a defenseless little girl.
You're no female, you're just some icky cosplayer.
Bold of you to assume such a thing in the year 2024. Twitter's gonna have a field day with you.
Those creatures can't hope to touch me. I've ascended beyond all plebeians. I'm too based for your cringe Twitter drama. Now die, disgusting cross-dresser.
We begin our duel with this VTuber Stan, slicing him up until he swallows us into his stomach hole and spits us through a wall. In response, we furiously slash at his shins and throw him into a wall like a true high school bully.
How could this happen? I brought shame to the Kanatha name.
This has got to be my new favorite book.
Hey, you look like a cultured man. Help a brother out.
Cultured, you say? Well, that I can't deny. But don't you dare lump me in with a cringe VTuber cock like you.
No!
Didn't take you for a reader.
Well, I'm quite particular about my choice in literature.
With our kill stolen, the tree powered by his life force begins to crumble to dust. I don't actually know why this is happening. I'm playing this game without any voices or subtitles. Anyways, we hitch a ride in the smoker van with a new passenger to boot. Once we arrive at our next destination, the Jerker leaves us with the explanation of,
"There's gooning to be done elsewhere."
We also head out, leaving Chronic Smoker to hotbox the van in our stead.
Hey you, pick a box of Marlboro Reds while you're out.
Yeah, sure.
I mean the whole damn box in the back, not just one pack, you cheap.
On our way to the next demon tree, we're ambushed by a swarm of Zubats. Game, Zubat can't learn Flamethrower. You're ruining my immersion here. We kill these Game Shark Zubats as well as their Will Smith squad mates and continue our trek forwards into the sewers, severing the various routes inside as well as the heads of our enemies who dare step in our way. Eventually, we head into a slightly more sanitary area and are ambushed by a non-corporeal foe, a disgruntled father who disposed of his son long ago for not holding the flashlight steady enough. After swiping at us with his pliers, he disappears through the wall like a boo from Luigi's Mansion. We follow him into the next room and beat the shit out of him for reminding me of that long repressed childhood trauma. Afterwards, we find ourselves faced off with the guardian of this demon tree, the immovable object, Nokia 1100. We slash at the phone for hours and eventually manage to channel the power of God himself to cut open this titan of durability, revealing the secret power source to its indestructibility, Anime Girl. You know, when I started this channel, I was adding all these anime mods as a joke, like, haha, funny blue-haired girl in RE2. But man, starting to think it isn't a joke anymore.
That doesn't look like Marlboro Reds.
They were all out, actually.
Bullshit. Keep the girl. Sell for cigarette fans.
Our focus then shifts over to the Jerker, who is joined by his companions, Bird and Abomination.
It's times like these where you need to see a glimpse of humanity.
Could you stop looking at hentai for 6 seconds? There's a gang of demons in front of you.
Yes, minions mollywop these creatures.
Using our summons, we clobber wave after wave of creatures with the help of our multi-purpose cane. What makes it multi-purpose, you ask? Anyways, we eventually smash through enough red roots to make our way to the base of another demon tree. I don't know what they're actually called, I'm just gonna keep calling them that.
Hey! Which one of you's been smushing my tree roots?
What can I say? I love me a good smash.
You mother, prepare for your smushing.
We begin our battle with the guardian of the tree, letting our minions do the work while we expand our knowledge in the backline. After killing enough tentacle minions, we manage to kill Grubman, and as a result, the demon tree crumbles to dust, revealing a formidable foe in the distance.
Wait, where are you off to?
Well, I'm rocking full chub right now, you see, and that is about to bring me down to half-mast.
While walking away from our problems, they are rudely shoved back into our lives, and we take a fall deep underground. Upon reaching the bottom of the hole, we discover more roots at the top of the sewer system, and decide to follow them to see what horrors may lie ahead. We begin our trek through this underground area, slaying anime girls and sealing tentacles alike along the way, until we eventually come across a more formidable foe. Upon witnessing the most disturbing thing I've seen all month, we do the only logical thing, and catch up on some reading while our summoned minions beat the shit out of this absolute atrocity of an enemy. After making our way out of the sewers, we stumble our way into another encounter mid-reading session.
Don't ruin this for me. It's times like these where a man needs a camera to really capture the moment.
You really need to get out.
Mid-conversation, Thomas the Tank Engine leaves through the portal, leaving the... I don't know what you'd call this, anime cavalry unit behind to stand guard. We take the opportunity to ask for an autograph, however, we're instead met with violence, so we're forced to engage in combat with it. By the way, this fight had another layer of stress laid on it for me because towards the end, a timer on my phone for the oven went off, which was just... great, let me tell you. Regardless, we impale this mythical creature, causing its rider to dismount and run off before we got a chance to get that autograph.
Tough luck, big guy. Can't win them all.
Oh, you silly little gay. I've found my win right here.
What are you on about?
This is a genuine fragment of Anime Girl.
Jesus Christ.
General MacArthur himself could have never dreamed of a victory this sweet.
After our triumph, our perspective then shifts to Nero and company in the Tobacco Mobile.
How much you think it's worth?
I don't know. I'm not a human trafficker. I think I'm gonna go blow some steam.
Remember to buy the smokes or else I'll be...
We begin making our way toward the demonic being who disturbed our moment of peace, who conveniently shows us his weak spot before our battle. After a very short-lived fight, we watch our foe fall apart like a Lego set.
Oh man, why did they gotta break so easy?
Oh yeah, pick up that thing.
This can of peaches?
No, damn fuck.
What, this?
Yes, sell for many smoke monies.
You need an intervention, man.
After a short transition, it's revealed that our hostage is awakened.
Go back to bed.
Thank God he's not here. Last thing we need is a
Bad word.
salt scandal.
Did somebody say...
No word.
No. Get out. You've lost your van privileges.
Ah, shucks.
We head out with our horny partner and leave Ram behind. That's this character, by the way. To be forced into unpaid labor in our stead. Stumbling into some mob spawners along the way, we break them immediately because we don't know how to make efficient mob grinders. We smash our way out of the subway and find ourselves inside a theater building, which houses a terrible evil within its halls.
It's pretty funny, man.
Oh my god, I cannot believe I'm fighting with a man who still thinks Among Us is funny in 2024.
We begin our battle against the theater kids in Among Us gear, carrying our frail companion to victory. With all enemies killed, we jump off the platform before it plunges into the abyss below.
It seems my power has greatly diminished.
Womp womp. Let's keep moving.
No, I must return to my gooning fortress to restore my power. You go on ahead, ladyboy.
Ugh, don't touch me after saying that. Finally. Damn. Not today, I guess.
Why standing around? Go to gas station now.
Splitting up from our partner, we head back underground to escape from our errand task once again, in hopes of finding the person responsible for our curse. Heading deeper into the caverns, we come across enemies that I swear are like 3 times bigger than they should be, as well as a nice elevator featuring a heater that keeps the temperature at a pleasant 1500 degrees Fahrenheit. We use freedom units on this channel, by the way. I'm not converting it to fucking Celsius. After a fun ride on this pipe system that reminds me of those long-ass slides at the water park, we're ambushed by another minion of evil, floating mangled anime girl number 3. We beat the dog shit out of her and her minions and continue on our mission. Slashing our way through anime characters and imposters, we eventually find ourselves in front of a set of familiar doors.
I'm back, dickhead.
Unlucky.
Why'd you do this, man? Do you have any idea how much suffering I've put up with in this body? I haven't blinked once since you changed me.
Because it's funny.
Well, if you won't give me it, I'll take my balls back myself.
You ungrateful little shitstick. I bestowed upon you the privilege of being anime, and yet here you are complaining with your dry-ass lips.
Talk a lot of smack for a guy you can't even stand.
On God, I was wrong to assume you were worthy of such a privilege. You must learn your place, boy. God, who the hell is this now?
I don't know. Just as the fight starts getting good, we're rudely brought back in time 2 weeks beforehand. God, I fucking hate when stories do that.
Bing bong.
Can't you see I'm busy here?
Busy doing what?
Doing your mom.
Guess you don't need lights then.
Sorry.
Pick it up.
Hello?
Yes, am I speaking to user Rizzing My Pants 75 from Twitter?
Was that really a good idea?
I use a VPN. It's not like some random guy I trolled who's gonna waltz through my front door and— oh, come on, man!
That was quite the funny prank you pulled on me. The ancient Zugons, was it?
I could call the cops, you know.
A beta cock play, no doubt, but a legally sound one. But I don't think you want your 46,000 followers on Roblox to know what occurred on May 27th at 12:20 a.m.
You can't be.
That's right, Ninja Girl Ooh Woo. I got you now, you chubby little virgin.
After proving the 30th rule of the internet correct, we return to present day and are put back into the squeaky shoes of the jerker shortly after we parted ways with him. Beginning our way to the Gooning Fortress, we kill many enemies along the way. I don't really have anything else to say about this level. We just killed a bunch of enemies and walked forwards. After enough killing, we find ourselves faced off with a stronger foe before ending the level.
Oh, would you look at that? I never thought I'd see that again.
Is that?
Give me 1 second. That is the culmination of my life's work. The result of 7 months of continuous edging.
Do you need to see a doctor?
Doctors cannot comprehend my flawless body and its quirks. What'd you find, boy? Look at that. I was wondering where this one went.
Oh, aren't you taking this a bit far? Only said a day's nuts, Joe.
Don't excuse his misdeeds, for I'm the one who decides what's funny and what's not. What's based and what's cringe. I am the transcendent judge of society, for I am a Twitter user.
We then are treated to a vision where this mother, who looks absolutely terrifying by the way, locks her child in a closet during a house fire before returning to reality.
How was your 1 month nap, Sugon boy?
Where's my harem?
Who knows?
Did you really fall for a day's nuts joke from this preschool?
What is that?
That is my pride and joy.
You're a blacksmith? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, sure.
After this cutscene, really, dude? We're set back to pre-Toilet King fight for some additional context or something.
You coming home, Slice?
No. As a Sigma male, I have standards. I don't interact with women.
We begin our journey with our anime harem duo, with several invisible walls along the way blocking our progression temporarily. We're also introduced to this battle theme that goes so hard I actually had to pause the game to go learn how to play it. We're then introduced to a new enemy, to which we respond by striking a powerful pose first popularized by the Thinker. Anyways, we utterly embarrass this creature before moving on. We slash our way through the level and finally find ourselves at the door.
Hey, those were my e-girls, dude.
They were basic as hell.
They're basic as heck.
Give better insults.
Some familiar events play out, a bit of this, a bit of that, and we're back in the present day. I'm just fucking kidding, there's more flashbacks. Dante gets the shit beat out of him in his high poly mode and is introduced to the concept of tentacle porn.
They're my e-girls now.
After being thrown out of the tree, oh. Can I show this? Once the flashback is complete, we finally return to the present for real this time. Like, actually.
This sword's pretty sick.
Don't touch that.
Shut up, frail boy.
No, I'm melting.
We begin our journey as Dante to retrieve our e-girls, performing some architectural work along the way. On the job site, we find ourselves a new weapon, with some lore that would no doubt hit way harder if it weren't describing a fish rocket launcher. After rearranging this building to suit our needs, we encounter another enemy, who I have dubbed the Master of Will Smiths, for obvious reasons. We defeat this foe and continue towards the tree through the Among Us arena, until we're stopped by another enemy, who has the most f***ed up hands that I've ever seen in my life. Upon landing a few hits, it is revealed that an e-girl is being housed within this anime monstrosity. So we frantically begin slashing, pieces flying off our enemy, which all reform into a legendary vehicle which we use to catch the damsel in distress midair.
Stop. You need to give that back.
Gotta blow fast.
No. Damn these decrepit legs.
What happened?
You're finally awake.
Skyrim? Who are you?
Who am I? Well, that's quite a long story. It all started 2 weeks ago. A mysterious nomad was roaming aimlessly with his trusty body pillow.
Are you messing with me?
You shut the f*** up, we're balls deep in lore here. You see, this man had committed a grave sin, for he had given in to his primal urges, and sold his virginity to the devil before becoming a wizard. The only way to right this wrong was to commit seppuku, cleansing his body of both sins and cooties.
Oh my god, I had no idea people like you were actually real.
What did I just fucking say, bitch? When this man completed the act, his pure devotion to anime and manga was split from his body, forming a second person from these traits. That would be me.
You have got to be the most terminally online person I've ever met.
And you are just some cosplaying poser.
This was the only funny mod for Trish on Nexus, okay?
After dumping some lore on this fourth wall-breaking Genshin character, we cut to Dante clapping cheeks with his bike of justice. We move forward with our new bike until our progress is halted by this Resident Evil-ass puzzle that will only let us through if we fill the 4 quadrants of this fountain with blood. On our arbitrary blood fetch quest, we come across yet another new enemy, who we dispense justice upon for not following copyright protection laws. Eventually, after stumbling around this level for 15 minutes, we manage to fill the fountain with enough blood to progress forward. We head down through this tunnel and find ourselves inside a familiar building.
I finally made it.
Oi, mate said he wants his cum sword back.
Tell him finders keepers, I'm frickin' busy.
So many polygons. God, who the hell is this now?
I've returned, unbound by my polygon count, freed from the shackles of the Roblox chat filter. I call upon my demonic body pillow to bring righteous agony to my enemies. No being can hope to stop me, for I'm now free to say the fuck word.
We begin our final battle with the Toilet King. I'm just kidding, there's like 8 more levels in this dude. However, our high poly form proves to be too difficult to maintain for long, so we're forced to downgrade mid-battle. Despite this, we bring his health bar to 0 and approach our staggered foe.
You can't hope to stop me, little Roblox boy. Soon you will see my plans for this world. Anyways, toodaloo.
Hey, what are you doing here? Oh, gosh darn it.
Once the Toilet King takes his leave, a massive earthquake shakes the surrounding areas, causing many unstable structures to collapse.
Don't worry, I use my right hand 9 times out of 10.
Are you trying to make me drop you?
After the earthquake subsides, the whole gang reunites at the Tobacco Mobile, where Chronic Smoker bestows upon Dante a mysterious item. I'm just gonna let this scene play out. What is happening?
Thanks for the emote. I'm out.
What? First you let that dick stealer get away, now you're here Fortnite dancing in front of us? Is this some kind of joke to you?
Yes.
Oh yeah, real funny. We'll see who's laughing when he comes back and turns you into a gotcha character too.
After some infighting, the 3 heroes separate, and we're given the choice of whose journey we want to follow. We'll go with Dante because I don't want to get any more whiplash from switching movesets constantly. Upon starting our descent, we find an enemy that managed to remain untouched by the rancid mods I downloaded. Unacceptable. We tear through the layers of enemies and... I'm surprised it took this long to find out that the pistols had their audio changed. We eventually regroup with the other 2, however, this floor was not built to code evidently, and we take a fall deeper into the cave system. During the fall, we switch to the Jerker's POV, whose skin condition is getting worse by the second. As we move forward, we suddenly find ourselves in a strange arena, where our summons are ripped away from us and we fall unconscious. We awaken in a dream where we find 3 doorways that have locked our only means of fighting back behind them. In the first door, we choose the bird, which was probably a shit choice because this fight was the worst, most tedious experience I had with this game. Almost undoubtedly user error on my part, to be fair. We kill the ghost of this past enemy and move to the next door where we find a reincarnated Nokia standing before us. This fight went about 20 times better. Heading into the final door, we free our final summon and are faced with one more enemy from our past. We smack the hell out of it and walk into the blinding light of this doorway, back into reality. Continuing our descent, we eventually find ourselves in an unfavorable situation.
That is so not hot.
You get there, mate. Need a pacemaker, you geezer?
Shut up, dinosaur. Oh, now look what you did. That's your fault.
Before we're given the old Western hostage treatment, we're saved by our knight in shining cosplay. However, we don't begin our fight with Thomas the Tank Engine. Instead, we're brought back half an hour to follow Nero's perspective. Remember when I said I didn't want to be constantly switching POVs? Yeah, that was a funny joke.
I waited long enough. Where are my cigarettes?
Don't you think the gender-bending demon running amok takes priority over your smoking habit?
No. She agrees.
We speedrun our way through the mobs in the level until we find ourselves confronting Thomas the Tank Engine to save the Jerker. After slaying this demon, we're treated to yet another SpongeBob Meanwhile time card and brought back over to Dante's POV. Before we continue, I just want to point out some of the lovely decorations our smoker friend has put up in this van. Toho plush on the couch with the pump action, random anime Vocaloid poster, and of course, cat ear steering wheel. Anyways, we begin making our way down as Dante with our trusty body pillow of I don't know who this is. I'm sorry. I'm just a poser. I'd also like to point out that the fight music from here on out is sorely lacking in the "you cannot kill me" department. Continuing on, we fell many more foes in our way and make our way down into this mysterious ice tunnel. At least, I hope it's ice. God, I really hope this isn't asbestos. Jumping down this hole, we're greeted with another monstrosity that stands in the way of progression.
Oh. That's scary.
Thanks to our taunting, this creature escapes its shackles and we're forced to fight it. After beating the dog shit out of it, it fades away, jank head neck meshes and all, leaving behind a piece of garbage for us to add to our junk drawer.
Hey, this is sick. Jay was always my favorite ninja.
We open a new path forwards with our new weapon and promptly jump down into it.
Are we there yet?
Well, we would be if someone weren't dragging their legs the entire time.
Stop. I can't go on.
What the hell are you talking about? It seemed fine to keep going to me.
Can't you hear the Mr. Creepypasta background music? It's all ogre when that plays.
After a status update from the Jerker and Nero, we swap back over to Dante where things are much more interesting.
It's finally ripe.
That's a pretty dumb tree.
Perhaps it looks that way to someone whose eyes were drawn on their face with a Sharpie. I've realized how much of a fool I was. How can I hope to make this world anime in this powerless form? I must shed this worthless shell and spread my wings. I will convert everything on this wretched planet into anime, starting with my own body.
We begin our fight with the newly converted obnoxious gotcha guide, giving him the old 1-2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, until we pierce its heart with our razor-sharp body pillow.
Easy claps.
Do my eyes deceive me?
Oh boy, here we go.
Get off me. I need alone time. 我可以得到你的亲密吗？只有当你用怪诞骑上我的身世，我才会考虑。你仍然为存在有人。
What the heck is happening?
Don't ask me, man.
Maria.
Who the hell is that?
Come on, dude. Haven't you played SA2?
Nice.
Hey, who's next in line for that book, dude?
This camera angle is whack. Back off.
Where you going with that book?
I've got brooding to do. Peace.
The hell are you doing letting him get away?
Oh, I don't want to bother the guy.
Easy for you to say when your Biggie and Smalls aren't floating around in the Shadow Realm.
Maybe you should have a seat and wait till someone cares, bro.
But there's no chairs here.
After letting this mysterious rival escape who, short tangent here, has the nasty tendency of blue screening my PC when on screen, which in turn breaks my AIO software that I need to power cycle my whole goddamn system in order to fix. I'm not mad. I'm just tired of it. We retreat to the Tobacco Mobile to rearm, where we're gifted the all-powerful weapon of our imagination before heading out to confront our new main antagonist. A few steps down the path forward, we're stopped by the Jerker's now directionless summons, who amusingly seem to have the shape-shifting abilities of the Grinch's organs and grow 7 sizes when in combat. After a short scuffle with the tri-jawed bird, PC crashes once again. Very cool. We find ourselves faced off with the next of the minions. I don't know what to call this thing. All I know is it has the single most cursed running animation in the game, and I don't like it. Anyways, we take both him and the bird thing on at once, and they quickly flee once they realize the power of our VTuber body pillow sword. On the path ahead of us, we spot the weapon of the now missing Jerker, which spawns all 3 of his summons with its remaining power to stop us. However, the 3 of them could not possibly compare to our unlimited power, so they had to resort to the underhanded tactic of crashing my game in order to delay our victory further. And so let it be written, so let it be done. Should you crash my game, you're getting fucking disabled, son. We trade out the ungodly creation for Wallace instead, and finally don't crash upon winning this fight.
I bid you hear my master's final words.
Make it quick, Polly.
Sorry, didn't have enough bait for you this morning.
What's both? No. No.
After getting a taste of our own medicine, we swap over to Nero, who is actively attempting to outrun the laws of physics being carried out behind him. He then hitches a ride on the Tobacco Mobile for a quick breather.
Where's this thing headed?
The gas station.
Damn it! Is that all you care about?
Yes.
Fuck this. I'm not gonna live another minute on this planet where I can't pissed standing up.
Nero takes a leap of faith out of the van, and we then switch over to Dante for the iconic scene.
Shadow the Horchegg.
Rizzing my pants 75.
I haven't forgotten about how you stole my e-girls.
You seem to have forgotten that all e-girls belong to me, fool.
That's so cap. 1v1 me, noob.
A poor choice. My body pillow is bigger than yours.
We begin our fight with the final boss of the game, Shadow the Hedgehog, a difficult fight that managed to bring us down to the lowest HP in the run. Meanwhile, Nero, who survived the fall from the van, is playing catch-up towards the fight until reaching a broken phone booth with a mysterious voicemail.
How's it going, She-Man? Regarding your situation, you should be back in your normal body about 30 seconds from now. I've also prepared a little surprise for you, so you're welcome in advance.
The hell does that mean?
This is a voicemail, dumbass. I can't answer your obtuse questions.
Ascending the stairs up to the final boss's arena, Nero's body is returned to his normal vanilla state without any additional modifications whatsoever. As the fight reaches its climax, we use /TP to stop it before things get out of hand.
Nice dress, bro. Did you take it from your mom's closet?
I know you're in there somewhere, dickhead. Why didn't you change me back sooner?
Because it was funny.
For the first 5 minutes, maybe, but a whole month?
That's right. And I'll do it again, too.
Fully empowered in our original form, we beat some additional sense into the Edgehog, who is truly the spitting image of an emo teenager's persona, even down to the... Hey, I was an emo kid in middle school, alright? I can make that joke. We put a stop to his rampage before he does any more harm to himself and others. After defeating Shadow, the tree our battle took place on begins to collapse. We're then given a flashback from middle school and shoved to the ground for our lunch money.
Hey, what's the big idea? I just saved your ass.
Get pranked, dork. Alright, gotta go. My pizza rolls are done.
What about you? You got a reason for pushing me?
No, but you can have this garbage as an apology. Peace.
The hell am I supposed to do with this?
Can you not look at porn in my van?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And yeah, that's Devil May Cry 5. I don't know how to end videos. Check out my Patreon for free if you want to see my vid that got taken down by YouTube. I'll see you whenever I decide to get up and finish another vid.